Hello and welcome back to the KenOhWee Channel. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been almost 2 years since I've made my first versus video that brought a lot of eyes to my channel, and we have finally come a full circle and we are back to where we first began. But this time the two figures have their own upgraded suit, and yes, today is the episode where I compare between the S.H Figuarts and Mafex Iron Spider from the Avengers Infinity War movie. Of course, I, a collector myself, understand your struggle whenever it comes to choosing only one, which is why I've used my own money to purchase these two figures so I could talk about them, which of course hurt my wallet really bad. If this video managed to help you, then it's all worth it. So without further ado, nitpicky hat on, and no, the box design does not count as a point. So let's start the comparison with figure design. Starting with the head, SHF decided to have interchangeable eyes, therefore the eyes does not flush with the mask, as opposed to Mafex, who opted for interchangeable heads instead. Therefore they can have the eyes flush with the mask. SHF figure has textures throughout his suit, whereas Mafex is all flat, and SHF has all the linings on his suit painted in a darker blue to bring out all those details, whereas Mafex decided to blend those details with the blue, but those details are still visible to the naked eye. Speaking of paint application, of course, SHF brought the metallic gold to really make those highlights pop, and the reds are a little darker, sort of maroon instead. And of course, we'll talk about the coat of shine later, and the shine on Mafex probably helped in making the red and blues a little more vibrant compared to S.H Figuarts. The webbings are engraved into the figures, but Mafex probably applied a shade of black into those webs, which helps bring it out a little bit more. And of course, let's address the thong. Let me see that thong. Yes, S.H Figuarts has more cuts on his glutes to maximize his leg articulation, but this is the compromise, whereas Mafex has no thong wearing illusions. It's clear to me that Mafex made a lot of right choices in their figure design, but S.H Figuarts isn't necessarily a bad looking figure. In fact, it looks great if you're not comparing it with what's represented in the movies. And speaking on that topic, character representation. One thing that Mafex got right that S.H Figuarts did not is of course the shine. I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. It's the one major flaw of the S.H Figuarts figure, and even Marvel Legends got their polish on, and it's a $20 figure, so S.H Figuarts really dropped the ball on that one. Another noticeable difference is the web shooters. Mafex followed closely to what's represented in the movies, however, S.H Figuarts actually followed the concept art and trailer where he didn't have those web shooters. So in a way, S.H Figuarts isn't wrong, but still at the same time, S.H Figuarts painted the shoulder armors like how it's represented in the movies, so it's really hard to defend S.H Figuarts with that fact. S.H Figuarts is just going all over the place with this figure. Another thing that's different is the logo at the back. S.H Figuarts was going all out on the gold highlights at the front, but for some odd reason, decided to stop the gold highlights for the back logo. What are you doing, S.H Figuarts? Get yourself together! Well, to put it in summary, if you want a figure that's accurately designed to what's represented in the movies, it's definitely the Mafex figure, as the S.H Figuarts figure just has too many inconsistencies to take the spot. Quality control. This is the area where Mafex always has issues, either with super tight squeaky joints or loose joints. And for me, I was lucky enough to not have any of those major issues apart from a slightly loose head movement, but it's not so loose that it moves by itself, so I'm happy with that. But S.H Figuarts always delivers in their quality control. Joints are always tight enough, and the figure has a lower rate of breaking compared to Mafex figures. So S.H Figuarts finally gets a point. Proportion. Mafex is slightly taller among the two figures. Well, I'm taller. But in terms of muscularity, SHF Spidey definitely works out a lot more than Mafex. Despite being Spider-Man and doing all that butt kicking, Mafex Spidey still has a relatively flat behind himself, and he barely has any calves. And even SHF chest is a lot puffier. But that's only if you're paying attention to those things, cause from afar, the Mafex figure looks proportionally alright, but if I were to choose, I'd rather have a Spidey figure with some muscles than a figure who looks like he needs a protein shake.
Yeah, buddy! Wait! Boo!
Articulation. And here comes my favorite segment of these episodes, which demonstrates the figure's range of movement without having to talk about it all over again. So presenting to you, the Cheerleaders Challenge. Look up to the stars. The face slap. The back scratcher. Super cute man pose. Itsy bitsy spider. The mermaid. The ab cruncher. The crotch killer. The groin tear. The dead spider. The ultimate cringe. Stop this madness. Accessories. Both packages have reduced their accessory count slightly compared to what was given for the Spider-Man Homecoming package. But to recap, S.H Figuarts has 4 additional pairs of hands, 3 different types of web effects, and 2 pairs of interchangeable eyes with a plastic pack to push them out. Of course, you have the iron legs, which we'll talk about later. Moving on to Mafex, Mafex has 5 additional pairs of hands, including the magnetic hands, a pair of magnetic legs, which means this Spider-Man figure has the advantage of being able to stick to metal objects. It has 3 different pairs of web effects, and 2 additional interchangeable heads, which includes an unmasked head, which isn't all that impressive, but it's there. And of course, you have the iron legs as well, and let's talk about these iron legs. For the S.H Figuarts, I was unfortunate enough to receive one that was broken right out of the box, but thankfully I got a replacement, which was great, but it does bring to question the quality of this accessory. The figure quality is great, this accessory is questionable. However, that's not to say the Mafex is safe from all these issues as well.
When I was playing it for my first review video, the accessory was fine, but as I left it and came back to play with it for this video, it just broke off, which is just disappointing, since I was starting to think Mafex have been improving on their quality control. Come on, Mafex.
So whilst these 2 iron legs look good, they definitely do not feel as solid. But speaking about looks, if we're talking about accuracy, the Mafex knocked it out of the park. With the inclusions of the blues, the details, and the sharp ends, it definitely looks exactly, if not pretty close to its movie counterpart, which makes S.H Figuarts' iron legs look like octopus arms, with the fat limbs, blunt ends, and the fact it's just painted all gold. SHF's favorite color. I can't seem to find a concept image from the movies that has these legs designs, but the closest thing that it does resemble is the comic iron spider legs, but not as sharp. So at the end of the day, if you're bringing everything into consideration, Mafex definitely brings a lot more to the table with the variations of accessories with the quantity to back it up, and of course, it looks a lot more accurate to the movies. Scale. And here is the S.H Figuarts and Mafex Iron Spider action figure, standing next to other action figures for scale comparison. Conclusion. So, in summary, I really hope I managed to highlight some important factors that may help in your decision making, and once again I like to stress that it all comes down to personal preference when choosing between these 2 figures. Everyone's entitled to their own choice, and I respect that, and whichever figure you decide to have in your collection, I'm sure you'll enjoy that particular figure. But for me personally, it's pretty clear who the winner is. Of course, it is the Mafex Iron Spider figure. The one thing that did it for me is the shine, that polish. That's the key factor. They're both posable figures, they both have sufficient accessories, and the competition would have been a lot stiffer if they had applied the right coat of shine on the SHF figure. However, the last Spider-Man vs video was torn between the masses. Some said Mafex was the better figure, some said it was S.H Figuarts, and I'm curious to see how these figures will fare. Is Mafex the obvious choice, or S.H Figuarts still has enough Spidey points to make it a better figure than Mafex? Share with me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And with that all said, that concludes today's action figure comparison episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I certainly hope it was informative. If you guys did enjoy it, please lend your support to this channel by hitting the like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell for more reviews in the future. It feels great to be making action figure comparison episodes, and I had a blast making this, and I certainly hope it was fun for you watching as well. Thank you all very much for watching the videos and for helping me achieve 12,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd still be achieving these numbers, especially after how things have slowed down a lot from my channel. But I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm always grateful to have you on my channel. Hope you are having an amazing week, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.